What's up, everybody? It's Odin, back with session 2 of Auroros, where this ragtag group of jackasses that I love is going to go on a little adventure and probably murder some kobolds. So without further ado, let's introduce all the players.
Oh, hello, I am Emma Walk Undone. I play Fane, the elf. Elodwin elf.
Hi, I'm Sean. I play Henry, the wizard gnome.
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm gonna cook a kobold later.
Hello all. I'm Pat. I play Seth Beowulf. I am the human fighter.
And I'm Corbin. I play Tarfoon, and I play Velniris, a Tempest cleric.
It's 2.
I'm Tim. I play Barbaros, a fighter and keeper of rights.
Oh, yeah. All right. That's everybody. So, last time, everybody kind of got to know each other. Seth and Barbaros wandered through the woods, and, the woods over the mountain off to Grandma's house they went. They found some tracks and hopped a river where they ran into the quiet and reserved Fane. They realized they were hunting the same quarry and made their way south along the eastern side of the river, hunting for these kobolds. At the same time, on the western banks, Tarek, who was investigating the pollution and lowering levels of the water of this river, stumbled across the somber and serious Velnerith and Henry, as they left the comforts of the road, also in search of kobolds, though looking just to make a buck off of the ears and tails that the bounty asks for, so they could afford to have room and board while they wait to see a discovered crypt and or temple that is nearby. After about half a day's journey on both parts, the parties came together as Velnerith decided to absolutely yeet her little old gnome across a river, and his resounding "Ah!" brought the attention of Barbaros, Seth, and Fane. Together, the 6 of them opted to stealthily assail a fortified, haphazardly constructed space in the woods that the kobolds are holed up in. Stealth was not anybody's friend in this scenario, as an explosion sounded off and somehow did not pull all the attention as the group made all the noise in the world at the front gate. As they vaulted over the wall, they were spotted. That is where we left off. Initiative rolled, your presence known and called for. It's time to get into it. Seth, you're first up in initiative. You stand far outside where you and Tarek just blew a hole in the waterside fortress wall, and you hear the alarms being sounded within. What do you do?
All right. Are we able to enter through the opening that we made?
You would have to get into the water and swim in.
No, that seems less as likely as possible. All right. I guess our best bet then is to try to breach the wall as best as possible. So, given that they seem to be distracted, I'm going to head towards the main gate.
Okay.
Which direction is that? That's over here,
Main
I take
gate is, yep, that is the main gate.
Okay.
Just a reminder, Pat, we did blow a hole in this wall.
Yeah, it looks like we'll have to swim to try to get in. If we want to do that.
Oh, is it not? It's not broken near enough to the land.
No, you specified that you put the charge in where the water, the building was obstructing the water, blew that apart, and it just happened to cave in this wall here, which is essentially
okay.
on the water.
So-
So you'll have to get into the river to get in.
Yeah. Okay. Carry on.
Um,
Sorry, just wanted to clarify.
Then actually, to make that a little easier, I'm going to go ahead and just lob a grappling hook to the top of the wall nearby the damage, so that we can use it as a lifeline through the water.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So do that. Just roll a dexterity check for me.
Okie dokie. Let's see. Let's see. Sorry, that is 10.
Okay. The grappling hook definitely it finds purchase. It's not quite as strong as you want it to be, but you think it'll hold.
All right. And then I will proceed into the water and turn.
Let's see. You can get right to the edge of the water. You couldn't get in with your stern.
Okay. Then that's where I shall go.
That Kobold life. He sees you over there, so he is going to distance. Step up.
I don't
5
see
feet.
Seth's character model.
I moved him over into the. He's right by the water.
Here?
By the way,
Yeah.
you do have autonomy of your characters. You can move them. So yeah, this kobold is going to see you, Fane, and take a slingshot at you. Ooh, I think a 6 misses you, buddy.
Yay!
Yeah,
Nice.
So yep, that's its turn. Great, good job. So proud of you. Awful. This one, going to have him called. Turn, see you. Yeah. Run right up, and also take a swipe at you. And a 12 misses. God damn.
Swing and a miss.
We'd love to see it.
Swing and a miss.
Absolutely perfect.
Absolutely love to see it.
Hey, I mean,
Just keep rolling like that, please.
The rest of the
All
night.
night, please.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All right, with that, at the end of that Kobold's turn, Velnerith, you're up.
Okay. So I see them running up. How difficult? Let's see. Actually, hold on. Let's see. I gotta. How much movement speed do I have? 30 feet. All right. I'm gonna take a roundabout way. So I'm gonna go here. Oh, so 5, 10, 15. I can't really go through the tents though, right?
No, those ones are close together. You could try and,
Okay.
with an athletics or acrobatics check, you could probably squeeze through there.
Can I go like in between the bush and the tent?
You can certainly try. Sorry, it's just gonna happen.
15. So that'd be 20. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try to squeeze through the bush in the 10.
Okay, just give me a dexterity check.
Not my best. 12.
12. You make it through, but I'll say your movement ends there.
Okay. That's fine. I will then instead see, none of them have been hurt yet, but I will point to this one, and I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
All right. Saving throw.
So wisdom saving throw of 12.
That's with a -2. That's a 2.
Nice. Okay. So
Fails.
the 1 damage.
Doing great.
Nice.
Let's go.
We're winning.
Damn.
Awesome.
Only
Yep.
16% of the way there.
You know.
So if we keep rolling like
Takes
this,
advantage.
we'll get
War of attrition. at that point.
quarter of a way through combat by the time the session's done. Got it.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fine.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you describe to me how that looks.
So Valnir just kind of walks through the bushes, kind of going around, realizing that there's not much space to the side. But then with her warhammer, she'll just smack her shield, casting the spell, pointing it at the kobold.
Right. Fane, you watch as the kobold that just ran up and swung and missed you suddenly clutches its like the pointed ears on the side of its head, and it just kind of screams out. And with that, Tarek, you're up.
Tarek is probably going to scream something unintelligible out of rage, and
Go Super Saiyan.
oh, that's a circle. That's not what I asked for. How do I turn that into a line?
Love is the circle.
We're doing well. How do I turn that into a line?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to use the range thing. Oh, wait, what? Oh, now it's a cone. Concerned.
If you want to just check range, you can just click control, click and drag.
Oh, okay. Control click. Thank you. Nope, I'm still doing a cone. Anyway, that's fine. I'm gonna
you
go-
probably have the template selected. Go to the person on the left side instead of the measurement tool.
Person. Ah, there we go. I did it all by myself.
I'll buy you a
Right
here.
lonesome.
So I'm gonna go here.
All right,
Or
I'm going to be
Attempt to go there.
in
There
the
we go.
water. So from
This is
there
in
on,
the water?
you make it just. Yep, that's a tree that grows over the water.
Oh yeah, you
So
can kind of
from
see the line
there-
from the
Oh,
coast.
yeah, I see. Okay, I'm not gonna go directly into the water. Okay, so I'll go here.
Okay, that's right on the bank.
Yeah. So there's a rope that's now been tossed over this.
Yes.
Okay. Can I climb it if I dash, or do I have to use a?
You could use your action to dash and climb. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna dash, and I'm going to attempt to climb over it. Do I like double movement for it, or?
So with the rope there, it'd be an athletics check.
Oh, okay. That'll go
Make it
well.
up.
Can't wait to get wet in a second.
Curse splash.
That one.
Oh,
We
God.
did it,
Yep.
everybody.
Summon
Yeah.
it.
I immediately drown the new character.
You
So,
can't do this.
Seth, you were confident in the placing of your grappling hook, but you wished it was a little more taunt. And you grab hold of it and start to wade into the water, using it to make sure you don't get pulled away in the undertow of the river. And Tarek sprints up and grabs it and starts to climb, placing his feet on the wall. And suddenly the top parts of the wall just crumble and the grappling hook falls. Tarek tumbles past you into the water, and you now are up to your waist and feeling the current.
Okay.
Well,
That was a good turn. I like that.
Bonus action? Anything?
No bonus action.
Battle of attrition, people. We got this.
It's gonna
Hell
be
yeah.
If they can't hit us, we can take as long as we need.
We are halfway through our player character like capabilities, and we have done 1 damage.
Yes.
amazing.
Doing great, guys.
Well, to make that better, this kobold is going to sprint out into the water and then
Kick a man while he's down.
can't move any further. He sees they came out to investigate the explosion, and yep, from that investigation he does in fact see Seth and is going to make a sling attack at him.
AC 16.
Let's see what the fuck happens. Attack.
Attack.
Oh, that's a 13. Why is it still trying to hit? Stop that.
Because you clicked the wrong person.
No, it's not clicking off. That's a weird click. I don't know how to make that click go away.
Hover over
That's
them and
okay.
press T.
E. Beautiful.
E for
Either way,
target.
it's 13 and it misses you. That ends that kobold's turn. We're going to go to this one. This one's going to just run over the wall and stop and do nothing because it can't climb the wall. And Faint, you're up.
So there is a guy who is all up in my face, and I kind of want to smack him about it.
Do it.
I want to smack him about. Give him a smack.
Give him a schmick, and then give him a schmack.
At least do more than 1 damage.
I'm gonna try to hit him. Let's start there.
You hit him.
So you did. Nice.
Yeah.
That definitely hits.
We love that.
Nice.
Now I'm going to do damage.
More than 1, please. I beg.
Actually, it's versatile because I'm smacking him with both hands.
All right.
And that's minimum damage.
Hell yes. Let's go.
Wait,
This is starting.
What are we
great.
doing? What are we doing?
that should be higher. Because I'm using
Should
Dex. That was only a 1+1. That should be 1+4.
1 plus 4.
Because it should use my Dex.
Dex already.
Yeah, I have an 18 Dex.
I
Damn,
have, an 18,
girl.
I have an 18 wisdom.
Yeah, that would
Are you
make it a.
proficient with that weapon?
Yeah, it's a
Proficient
quarterstaff.
with
It's
your
a monk
mom.
weapon.
Sick. Nice job.
So that should be 5 total damage.
Hey, it's more than 1.
Okay,
We'll take it.
so you again murderify that bitch. Come on, no, come on. Go to dead. Be dead. Be dead.
Go to death. Don't come. Don't.
Ability.
Yeah.
Don't come to me. I beg of you.
Dead. Boom. All right, so you murder the fuck out of that guy.
Yay.
Good
Dead.
job. I have to. It's the first one. How do you want to do this?
The first kill of the campaign.
While that one is stunned from the toll of the dead ringing in its ears, I just up over the top of the head and just cave the back of its head in with the quarterstaff.
Gruesome. I love it. All right.
And having done that, I will step forward and bonus action punch the other kobold that is still standing.
You'd have to step into the space where the other one is dead because it's a tent in your way.
All right, can I do that?
And I mean, you can occupy the space of a dead body. It crumbles to the ground.
It's a small
This is
dead
a
body
small.
too. So
Yeah. And let me do a. That. And do that. And do that.
Smack it. Nice job.
Heck
Another 22.
yeah. And we do that? Yeah.
Instantly. Yeah, you step forward over the body of this first kobold. The other one behind it is just kind of reeling in shock, and you just sink your fist right into its mouth, and it just kind of chokes to death on your fist. There we go. We're going with that. Choke to death on your fist.
Choked to death on his fist.
That's right. There, fist.
That's
You
great.
still got some movement? You want to move any more? Or are you happy where you're at, standing on the corpses of your fallen prey?
Nope. I see the other two kobolds, one that's still in the watchtower, and the other one that's a little bit further away near him. And then I'm basically just gonna stand with my quarterstaff up, in between them and the other two behind me, Auroros and Henry.
Okay. With that, he's just gonna pass his turn. Content to watch. That brings it to this kobold's turn. It's standing up on a high rise, so it can see Seth from there. But gonna give you half cover, +2 to your AC.
Okay. AC 16, so AC 18 now.
Swing, and that's a 10, so that misses. That ends its turn. It's just primed up and waiting.
Man, it's not really very good at that, is it?
No, they're rolling like ass.
There you go. You got that
Running in
going
numbers, nothing else.
for you.
That's that's really, really true. That one, the one on the watchtower's turn. It's going to turn and face you, Bane. And you're just outside its range, so attack, normal. I can't, it's in the way. It's at disadvantage, so roll those. And a natural 1. So
How's
the
it
one on the
doing?
tower turns and tries to hit you with its sling, pulling it back, and it just kind of bounces off the caved in the skull in front of you. And
Amazing.
that ends its turn. Oh, this one here.
Perfect.
Oh yeah, it's gonna close the gap, get right up in your face.
Ooh,
do
do it, please.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna try and give you a fucking smacky smack. Attack!
Remember, guys, the more kobolds you kill, the faster it gets back to me, so I can belly flop in the water again.
Exactly.
There you go.
Natural 1 again.
Oh man, I had an
Rolling
ability I
like
wanted to use.
Shit. This fight's gonna be over so
Darn.
fast. I'm sad. So it runs up and it goes to stab you, and it gets its knife caught in the tent and is just stuck in the canvas.
Okay.
And that one's dead. Henry, it's your turn.
I'm gonna try to firebolt the one in the tower.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Attack normal.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
That sure shit
Hell
hits.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Ooh,
Hey.
Hell yeah.
nice.
So yeah, that one's dead now.
Henry seeing the arrow come from up there and hit in front of his feet. Just, no, I don't think we're gonna have any of that. And just raises his staff, sends one off.
Bane, you watch as the Henry says that behind you as the thing hurls a big rock at you from its sling, and you just watch a streak of light go over you, and then the thing just immolates in front of you.
Oh yeah.
Goodbye.
And I'll stay where I am.
Beautiful. Okay, and bonus action, anything?
Nope, that's all I got right now.
All right. This kobold is up. It is also up high, so it is also going to attempt to hit Seth with a sling. That is a 19, so that beats your
Yep.
Mm.
thing. You to be the target.
Heavy hitter.
Damage. Come on, 5 damage.
Okie dokie. That'll bring me
Whew.
down to 8.
Okay. Right. That is going to end its turn. Cool. This one, hearing the sounds of combat, is actually going to run this way by 30. And it's going to use its action to dash. Okay, and that ends its turn. And Barbaros.
I see the fire. Sadia lives in you too, Henry the gnome.
I do what I can. I'm not just here for shows and jokes.
So striding out next to this, through Fane, around the tent, down to here. I'll show you how it lives in the hearts of the Dragonborn. And I use Dragon Fear.
Oh shit. Okay. 30
So-
feet of you.
It launched a couple times. I don't know why it did that many times.
Emphasis.
Yeah. Catching them all.
It's 5 times, Chris.
Alright.
Yeah, right? That was a mouse issue.
Your mouse has a quint click issue?
No, he's got the auto clicker on, and it's just he couldn't get
Oh,
turn it off.
Spammed it.
Cheating at Minecraft.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The cookie clicker champion over here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool.
Okay. 2 of them failed. And then 1 succeeded. Let's see. That one. So this one failed. Now what does that do to them? Are they afraid now?
Yes, they have fear inflicted onto them. So
Okay.
They're
as long
fright-
as I'm within line of sight, they have disadvantage on all attacks and abilities. And they cannot
Right.
willingly approach me.
They don't have to.
Right.
It's not the one that they have to run. They just can't get closer.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
don't have to run.
And they attack at disadvantage.
Yep.
Ability checks and attacks at disadvantage while I'm in line of
Alright.
sight. And it lasts for a minute, or if they're damaged, they get to take the save again.
Awesome. Okay. So 2 of them fail and are immediately quaking in their scales. The one right next to you is a little more focused on tearing its knife back out of the canvas as it tries to stab Velnerith, so it didn't quite get scared of you. Anything else with your turn? Bonus action?
No, that'd be it.
Awesome. Back to the top. Seth, just over the cusp of the wall, you see 2 kobolds that are slinging rocks at you from on high.
Well, given that this hasn't been super beneficial, I'll go ahead and unsheath my light crossbow, and take a pock shot at one of them.
All right. They will also have half cover from where you're actually trying
Yep.
to aim over wall. You can just barely see them.
Okie dokie.
+2 to their AC.
All right, then that gives us a Nat
Oh
one.
no.
Nope.
Guys,
Alright.
how many,
Bruh.
how many
Oh.
ones did we all collectively roll so far? We've been doing this
5 at
for
least.
30 minutes.
I've rolled 2.
So that'll be my turn. Well, actually, I'll continue moving towards the opening.
Okay. Be half movement through the wall.
Can you ping the opening again for me real quick?
It is where this kobold is, so it's
Oh, okay.
right here. He actually came out of the opening. He's like standing there with his little slingy sling.
3, so I can move right up to him. And hey, you know what? Bonus action. I'm gonna sucker punch this thing.
Hell yeah! All right,
I took unarmed fighting style. Might as well use it.
do it. Roll it.
Booyakasha. That'll work, I suppose. So that is an 8 versus AC, which I'm pretty sure it exceeds. Or I'm pretty sure he is not being hit.
Yeah, no. You go to swing, but you're kind of still trudging through the water, so your gait's a little bit off, and you miss by like a few inches.
That ends my turn then.
All right. Is
You in my order proud.
this frightened kobold's turn? It can't move towards anybody because Barbaros is in the way, so it's going to make a sling attack against you at disadvantage and roll a goddamn 7.
We
So
love
it's gonna
that.
miss. Then it's going to use all of its movement to run up and get on top of the tower where its dead friend is.
Nice.
That one's dead. So Velnerith, you're up.
Okay. So I am going to. See, I want to move away, back kind of the direction I came.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be moving
We'll take
outside
an
of.
attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
That's a natural 20.
Okay.
Damage on that. That's 6 damage.
Okay. So take 6 points of damage, and I will use my reaction to cast Wrath of Storm. So you need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Let's see. 3 natural ones for me. That's a natural one for that guy.
Wow.
Nice.
Add another marker to the board.
Hit.
I'm gonna roll
Holy shit.
2d8. There we go.
Damn! How do you have a 2d8 ability at level 1?
9 points of lightning damage. As like, so I start to turn away, and he slashes me in the back, and lightning shoots from my back and just zaps him in the face.
Jesus.
And cooks him to a crisp. It is very, very dead.
So that kobold did the equivalent of fork in socket. Yeah.
More like
Just
like straight into the goddamn not the outlet, but the actual like breaker
fuse
box.
box?
Just right in
Yeah.
there, right in the fuse box. Shit. Okay. So
And
that's
then
your
I'm
movement
going
and a
Well, so then I'm
bonus
gonna
action?
sprint. No, that was a reaction.
Reaction. Dope.
And so then I'm gonna sprint at the other one and swing my hammer. Let's see, roll. 10 to hit.
That misses.
Damn. Okay. So I swing and miss.
All right. Bonus action.
No
He's
bonus
not a
action.
rogue. He doesn't have bonus actions.
It's true. Nobody does. Okay, Tarek, you're up, and you are submerged in the river.
Fine, everything's fine.
Totally fine.
I'm just gonna trudge as far as I can towards the opening.
All right. It will be just half movement speed, so 15 feet,
So we'll go up to here.
and just past
Ooh,
you
and
there is.
so I can see this kobold.
The one you can see, this one right here, right ahead.
I can't see the
of,
one. I can't see around that. That wall is too thick over here. I can't see the.
So the break starts about here.
Oh,
So
okay,
from
so
where you
more
are, you can't
good,
see
yeah.
past.
So is this kobold? The kobold that I can see is he's not actually in the water, right? He's like up on.
Yeah,
the...
he's like standing like right on the bank. He's basically got like his ankles are in the water.
Tarek is just gonna scream something like unintelligible and cast create bonfire on these really help if I pinged. I yeah. It would be the middle space. Let me draw it.
Right
Let
there.
me attempt to draw it.
There.
Yes, right there. Yeah, so it's a 5-foot cube. So it'll be that 5-foot cube will burst into flame.
Okay.
I believe he has to make a dexterity saving throw. Yes, he makes a dexterity saving throw. DC 14.
Light there. That's fine. And dexterity saving throw. He's 14.
14 is the DC, yes.
18.
Okay, that's fine. So he takes no. He doesn't. I don't think he takes any damage. Let's see. Spells. Let's see. He does not. Yeah. Okay. He does not take any damage, but he does. The any wood in that area, which I'm assuming is at least part of the wall, is now engulfed in flame.
Yeah, it's all like it's basically just scraps and blown apart. So now there's
Yeah.
definitely fire burning. The remnants of
Yep.
the dam have caught. Very nice. Okay. Bonus action.
No bonus action.
Right. It is the kobold that is right in front of you's turn, and it's going to take a swipe at Seth.
No, young Master
Attack.
Bayouv.
14. That misses. Okay. Get damn bonus action. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Next kobold. This one is seeing the fire there, is going to it's gonna back up. Yeah, no, it's fucking terrified. The wall just caught on fire. Fire bolts are raining around. Its friends are dying. It's just gonna back away from that spot where you created that bonfire. And with that, Thane, you are up.
Really don't. I don't want to have to go after the one in the tower, so I'm going to. No, I'm at least gonna chuck a dart at it before I move on. It's
monk shit.
outside of my range, so it'll be at disadvantage.
Sorry, they're squishy
Hello?
boys.
And there we go. Deck. Disadvantage.
Ooh, that 10
Rip.
misses. Not by much, but
Yeah.
misses. the dart just goes wide.
Not surprised by that. Fane is going to move around and try to have 30 feet of movement. Move towards the rest of the combat here, moving away from the one in the tower, trusting that Henry can hopefully blast a hole in that one like he did with the previous one.
I'm gonna try.
Oh, yeah. All right. This time, this one is going to do something. Just going to crush open the door, and I mean literally break the door off its hinges and shoulder its way out. Velnerith and Fane, from your vantage points, you both see the cabin at the center of this camp as a massive 10-foot tall figure covered in black and red flesh, strapped in black iron spiked chains from head to foot. Just a hulking figure comes breaking out of the cabin.
Nope, don't
And
like that.
that's going to end its turn.
Cool. I'm not terrified.
It's fine.
Um,
Everything's fine.
Actually, no, we'll wait. We'll wait till it's your turn. We'll wait. This guy is going to, now that there's fire kind of obscuring the sight line, it's going to take another slingshot at you, Seth, but at disadvantage. That's an 8 to hit. That misses. God, these kobolds suck.
I mean, look at who they're up against. They're in pleasant company, it would seem.
Sure. Why?
Kindred spirits, all.
Dead, man. Marta's dead.
I've decided I'm going to burn this crossbow, for it has already failed me on its first use.
There it is.
There's no salvaging it.
How dare it?
At the end of that one's turn, that brings us to Henry. You are up, buddy. Fane just darted off further into the camp, and ahead of you, you see another kobold has rapidly climbed on the tower into the smoldering corpse that you left on top of it already.
I said no. Fire off another firebolt.
I said no.
I said no.
Hits.
Nice.
Fuck these
Ah.
kobolds, man.
One damage.
Oh,
There's my
no.
one. There's my one.
I mean, that shit could be worse.
At least it was
Not
on the
wrong.
damage.
At least it was on a D10 and not a D20, though.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hit,
That's
so
facts.
Yeah.
you're already past me.
Seeing that didn't quite make the contact it did the last one, I'm just gonna take a quick little step over here and just try to hide my gnomous self with the bush, just to not be in line of fire. It's like
You're for
that.
sure safe
That did
there.
not go as planned. I'm going to just take a seat. Maybe they won't see me.
It gets its. Oh no, not that one.
All right.
Yeah, it
This
gets its saving
kobold?
throw.
Oh, it did take technically 1 damage, so it does get a saving
Yep.
throw from
Oh,
fear.
that's true. That's true. That's true.
DC 13.
Yeah.
Wisdom
It's true.
saving throw. A 9. 9 fails.
Amazing.
Fuck that guy.
Still scared.
Still scared.
Scared little bitch.
Big scared.
Okay, this one also, we can only see Seth, so it's going to, again, take an attack. This one still with disadvantage, because visuals are not great. 13, they can't hit Seth for a damn, dude. There's
Hey, one of them
4
already fucked me.
kobolds trying to fight Seth, and none of them can touch him.
We love that.
At this point, we just have to say it's Seth's ability. Seth, you watch as more fire down rocks at you, and at this point, you're just kind of holding off the one ahead of you with your bracer, and just deflecting projectiles with your sword, because it's badass, and you should badass.
Power of the House Bayul.
Facts. this one, Barbaros is still within line of sight, so it's going to take one step this way, so no longer in line of sight, and attack Velnerith. Not at disadvantage. They're somewhat intelligent, but they still can't hit. That's an 8 to hit, and that's a miss. God damn.
It would still have disadvantage.
It's
Oh, I
only
guess
while
no,
he's
there's
in
the-
line of sight.
Line
There's
of
a
sight.
tent there. There's a tent there. Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
I just more saw it. It didn't see it as like
So that's
Yeah.
a big old tent. It's like 10 feet tall.
it's hurt.
All right. With that, though,
Oh,
Barbaros, you're up.
Yes, Barbaros. I'm gonna step around to the backside of this kobold. Are we doing advantage for surrounding?
Absolutely.
He comes around with his flamberge.
Shit, this poor kobold's so fucked.
Good. We apparently have bigger fish to fry.
Is that
Yep.
fish?
18 hits. There are fish
This-
in the river.
They're scaled.
There were fish. They're demons.
Jesus. All right.
The
Paint me a word
flamberge
picture.
comes around to the backside of the creature, the wavy blade crushing through its collarbone and down across the sternum. And Barbaros kicks it off of his blade as he whirls around, and takes out his shield, knowing that he can't defend with the flamberge in one hand, but he points it at the monstrosity standing only feet away. You next! And that's it.
Right.
Zach, I'm sorry. I have a question. That kobold, he didn't move at the end of his turn. He's still standing there.
Yes.
Okay, he was supposed to take a. I thought he moved. He's supposed to take make another saving throw. The bonfire's still there,
Got you.
so
It's,
he's
dex
make
save,
another
right?
DC 14. Yeah, dex save.
15. 17 total.
Okay.
It's all right, though. Good looking out. Good looking
Used to dancing on hot coals, I guess.
Yeah.
out. Well, once
Yeah.
you see its massa. With that, Seth, you have been being pelted at repeatedly to no real effect other than your irritation by stones and the dagger of the kobold ahead of you. It's your turn.
Tarek's gonna go to Seth. Well, I can't actually turn that off. Can you give me a boost?
I was gonna ask if you trusted me enough. I've got an idea. I could throw you.
If you think you can do it.
In this campaign, are we just gonna throw each other?
Just gonna
If he's
throw
willing to let me
everybody.
grapple him with no issue.
Oh yeah, no, I don't resist or anything. I mean, if
See
he
who
thinks
can
he can
throw
do it, he
who
can
the
do it.
farthest.
Alright, so I guess athletics check to yeet you.
Hell yeah! Go ahead and give it to me. Athletics check. I'll allow it. It's a new channel name. Don't tell the elf.
Alright,
Yeah.
and here we go.
Ooh.
Dang.
Up and over.
Ah!
Without issue, Seth, with your fairly impressive strength, Tarek moves at you and you manage to just cupped hands throw him up and over the wall.
Alright. Well, that'll do for that one.
You right there.
Okay, good. So,
Now that I've got a bonus action still. You! I'm gonna sucker punch him again.
Punch
you
him in
nerd.
the face.
Oi, you skit. Yep. Also, it shouldn't be 1+, it should be more. Alright, now
Crit.
20.
There we go. Now
And
Hell
with-
yeah.
Nice. Hell yeah.
Cave his skull in with your fist.
Alright, unfortunately the macro for it is not working correctly. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna keep claiming that it's only that. It's actually a D8 if I have nothing in either hand. So, let's see, and 1 plus 1 more. For 12. 8 plus
Jesus.
my plus strength. Eat it, beggar.
So yeah, you
I'm just gonna punch it dead in the throat and crush its trachea.
brutal. So you send Tarek over the wall and just turn around and carry through that momentum of your throw and bring your fist straight into the kobold's throat. It clenches and just and falls into the small bonfire and just starts to burn.
Excellent. Roasted cobalt can be decent. Let's see. How high is it for me to climb up?
At this point, you could. It's like a 10 to 12 foot wall, or you could try and get through the smoldering entrance that is right where that kobold was.
And it is a full-on bonfire. It's not smoldering.
Okay. Yeah, since I can't do the climb check now, I'll just go ahead and pass turn.
Also, I found out I'm bad. I actually can turn it off. I'm just didn't read. Reading's hard.
Might be new to the
Fuck,
powers.
Seth.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Or he's
You
just
did
that
just
angry
leap
because
over
of
a
what
wall
they've
into
done.
a pile of kobold. It's fine.
He's also
blame-
mad at them. They've been
I blame
poisoning the
I blame
earth.
elemental evil. Stupid spells from elemental evil.
It still has line of sight because it's all the way up there.
Mm-hmm. Can't
So
move any closer.
nope. So at disadvantage, it's going to take a slingshot at Thane because it's the only person they can see. Because Henry was smart and ducked behind a bush and a tent.
Yes.
So at disadvantage, natural 1.
Net one.
Yay!
Another one.
Good.
Another one.
4 nat
Nature.
ones.
Nature is healing.
And we had like
The
3
enemies are
before you got
natty.
yours. We're doing great.
Oh my
It's been
god.
nat one after nat one after nat one.
Kobold's
Oh.
nat wanting. World is
Barbaros,
out.
We've
it's
had
only
2 natural
saves if
20s
got
so
him that
far.
way.
damage or at the end of their turn.
If they take damage, otherwise it's a minute.
Okay. That one keeps on going. And 10. That one's dead. Velnerith, it's your turn. You just watched a massive, hulking, black and red, chain-covered figure break out of the door of the cabin ahead of you. Barbaros runs forward, cleaves down, and just cleaves the body of the kobold ahead of you, and turns and challenges. Horrifying
so
visage.
I'm gonna run to there, and then just smack my hammer on my shield again, and then cast bless on myself, Barbaros, and Fane.
Hell yeah. Alright. Let's see. Do we have a thing for that? Is that a
Let's
Hashtag?
see.
hashtag blessed? See if there's a little status symbol.
Yeah.
I don't see
Blessed.
one. Why wouldn't they have one for this? Come on.
Yep. Especially because bless is a really popularly used one.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously. I'm just gonna give you guys a charm symbol, little heart, because why not?
Yeah.
Good
I
enough.
was gonna do that or the wing.
She blessed you with kisses.
Ooh, the wing is nice.
Blessed you with
Card
flying.
dedicated to the heart. There we go.
Everybody gets
Okay.
a broom.
She casts fly on us.
They've been blessed with the power of friendship.
Give me an Arcana check
Arcana check.
or religion.
Not-
Arcana or religion.
Well, to religion. 12.
Well, you're not sure exactly what this is, but you know it is a devil of some.
Have any of the kobolds that we've been killing getting sucked into my bracelet?
No.
No, kobolds have not. Okay.
Who was the one who said they don't believe in the heaven or hell stuff?
Seth.
Gotcha. Cool.
He's
The,
about
the
to.
monster hunter.
Yeah.
About to
The monster.
gonna learn today.
Yeah, Barbaros is in there. Like, you're just not old enough.
Yep.
It'll
he
happen.
just hasn't been around for long enough.
The asthma just hanging out like.
fairy tales.
It's called
Jesus.
foreshadowing.
There it is. Val, are you gonna any bonus action?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. With that, speak of the devil and he shall appear. Tarek, you just got yeeted over the wall, and as you land, off to your right, you see one kobold staring at you, looking kind of terrified, and above you to your left, 2 more kobolds armed with slings staring at you, looking kind of angry.
Above me to my left. I see one here. Is there another? I see one over here. Is there another one?
That's just the one over there. That's the one to your right, and then there's 2 over here that you can see.
I do not see a second one. I only see one.
I guess you don't have the line of sight on them.
Technically, they are up
I can
higher
see them.
than you, right?
I
Yeah,
can
they
select
are
his
technically-
character
I
to
can-
see them. I see them.
I see. Both
Anyway,
now.
how high is this stone?
About 10 feet. That's how they're able to see
Okay.
over the wall, but just barely.
I'm gonna climb it.
Hell yeah! Give me a little athletics check, just for fun. You can climb it, no problem, but see how well you do.
Athletics is bad. 12.
Well, yeah, without issue, you're able to scamper up there and get on the higher ground.
Okay. So I'm gonna So I'm gonna go here. So the kobold is on this spot right here.
Yep, there's one there, and then there's one right behind that one.
I'm gonna go here. Can I go here so I'm within 5 feet of both of them?
That would be, yeah, it'd be just difficult terrain. So yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. So I'm going to. Anybody who I don't think anybody can actually see Tarek right now, but the kobolds do. What the kobolds see is Tarek take a deep breath and let it out as far as he can, and burst into radiant light as he uses what's it called again? Radiant consumption. So that light thing I was telling you about that happens now. So for the next minute until ended as a bonus action, my attacks and spells do 1 extra radiant damage, and at the end of my turn, everything within 10 feet of me, all creatures within 10 feet of me also take 1 radiant damage. I also take 1 radiant damage.
ooh,
So yeah, so it does not hit the devil, I do not think. So it'd be cool if it did.
he's 20 feet from you.
Yes, not 10 feet. Yeah, but these 2 kobolds do they take it at the end of my turn. As I just look down at them, just glowing and on essentially radiant fire.
Okay.
You're next. And I'll drop concentration on bonfire so that Seth can actually get in here.
That's good.
And because concentration, it's not just say you got the bonfire. Shocking. And then that is my turn. I don't have another bonus action. So yeah, I pass my turn. I take 1, and those 2 kobolds also take 1.
Any save, or they just take the damage?
They just take the damage.
On you and you.
It's like half my level rounded up or something like that.
That's fair. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yes, that was the end of my turn.
That brings
I am at 9.
this one. This one is now watching you become a fucking beacon of radiant light. We're gonna roll that. Yeah, no, it's just gonna fucking. It's fleeing. It's fleeing. It watched a fucking explosion go off, all kinds of people die, and then you turned into a glowing mass, and it's out.
I'm your god now.
We're just gonna
Unique God.
count him as dead for now, so I don't have to keep dealing with him.
Meanwhile, I assume
Initiative
Seth's
order.
over there like, huh. Weird. Strange.
With that, Fane, you're up.
Thane came around the corner after having hucked the dart in the direction of the Kobold in the tower. Came around the corner, basically of his tent, basically as the devil burst from the cabin. They're gonna stop short, and just kind of take that in. Velnerith, what is that?
Looks like some sort of fucking demon.
Are we
Kill it.
fighting? Can we?
They bleed just like us. As long as it's semi near me, I'll be able to capture it so it doesn't return to hell.
Hey,
Yes.
roll me a religion. You grew up in a place where you would have some knowledge of things like this. 18.
Yes.
Thinking back to the teachings of your temple, looking at the essentially iconography on this devil, you know this is a chained devil, named very bluntly for its visage. And you know they are, at least to you, very powerful. You are not confident you will survive this encounter.
Yeah, I know what this is, but Velnirus doesn't.
I know. That's why I gave you the check.
Damn.
I assumed when I was like, oh yeah, big black and red demon covered in chains, every person who's ever played D&D went, oh, chain
Could be
devil.
anything.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not like ungodly powerful, but for level ones, it's a fucking beefcake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be a challenge.
A straight DPS check.
Well, I think it's not a survival check,
Survival
but a
check.
survival check. Yeah. I don't
No.
know if we can do enough damage to it before it just one hits all of us. Lilith, while I value the sentiment, this may be too much for us. We have routed the kobolds. It may be time to leave. This is not an imp.
Alright, you do anything else with your turn, Fame?
Yeah, Thane is going to stand their ground. But they are going to ready an action to Misty Step away if the Chain Devil basically puts someone down.
You technically can't do that. It's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action to
You can't
use
store a
a
bonus
held
action.
action. Well,
Yeah.
that's annoying.
It's fine. You can't.
Okay.
I'd say it's fine. You can hold. You'd spend your action to spend the bonus action. It's fine.
Okay, I appreciate it. But yeah,
Um,
they will hold their ground in case these two are not convinced. But Thane is. I met y'all today.
Not
I don't
wrong.
want to die with y'all today.
Not wrong.
Respect. I will say standard spell rules apply. If you don't use it, you still expend the spell.
Okay.
Just to try and. Okay. Does that end your turn?
Yep.
Then it is the chained devil's turn. Barbaro.
I am very hidden.
Yeah. Wizard, I'm not there. I'm not there. Barbaros, you essentially you call your challenge forward to this entity, and you hear Fane and Valnerith kind of have this quick back and forth beside you, and you're a seasoned soldier. You don't scare easy, but you also know the practicality of live to fight another day.
Yes, chain devil. I've seen one of these creatures in the Long War. Killed a whole squad of men with simple blows from its chains. Back up. Back up.
And it is going to take one step forward towards you.
Just try to keep
And
that
it's-
shield up.
Its gaze turns, and it locks on you, Velma.
Yep.
Never
Smiles.
born.
Godspawn. We'll meet again. And it disappears into a cloud of black smoke. And with that, we're gonna go to the next goal. Tarek, do they take damage at the start of their turns from your thing, or just on your turn?
Just on my end, my end step. I'm putting too much goddamn magic. Yeah, yeah, just the end of my turn.
I'm just gonna turn and try to curse smack the fuck out of you because you're a
Yep.
big glowy boy now.
Yep.
And it
That'll
doesn't
be
like
fine.
that.
It is a 13 to hit me.
That's an 8. It misses. Fucking Kobold suck.
Also,
Ah!
question: it's like bright
Yeah.
light. You're bright light, right?
Yes.
Does it have disadvantage because you're bright
Yeah.
light?
It's not like blinding light.
Okay.
It's just
Oh.
like
I'm just
it's like
curious how the
pure- it's like
mechanic
it's
works.
like as bright as like a normal day. Like it,
Okay, gotcha. I was
I
just
mean, I don't
curious.
know. Looking into the sun kind of sucks.
if
is
if
like
Zach wants to rule
evening
that
and
they
you're
have
just
disadvantage on me when I'm
sunshine.
yeah, if Zach wants to rule that, I will not say no. But that is not how it works as written.
Okay.
Listen, they're
Yeah, it's
rolling bad enough as
Yeah.
is. Y'all don't need any more.
Don't need any modifiers.
Okay, that's dead. Henry, you're up, buddy.
Yay. He's gonna pop back out from behind the bush, and again fire at the kobold. Attempt to actually hit him, or no, I hit him last time. To actually do damage this time.
Fuck 'em
More
up.
damage. Do it.
I think I missed.
Yeah. I think their AC is
10. 10 misses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still not
bonus
used to the quick reactions of bouncing out and firing. It's still confusing. Going back in. I go hide again.
Okay.
I killed one. I hit my quota.
I mean, that's fair.
Henry was
Wizard
not
in a
useless
fight.
for the fight.
This kobold is going to turn and also try and take a swipe at you, Tarek. Chris Mack. Hit him. 18 to hit.
Yep,
22 to hit. 18 on the die.
Damn.
Damage. That's 6 damage.
Ooh, ow,
Ooh.
disrespectful.
Disrespect.
Disrespect.
I have to drop my thing at the end of my turn. I don't have to, but I probably should.
Oh, it's
It's gonna
fine.
be
It's fine.
badass, and that
You
kobold
know,
stabbing
Crimson
me.
right
Yes.
yourself at the edge of death. It's worth it.
It's fine, guys. I have healing hands. I can heal myself for 1 hit point.
Yeah. Great idea.
Go. Okay. Its turn. Barbaros. So as you say that, you watch the devil turn its attention, call Velnerith a god spawn, promise to see her again, and vanish.
Never born. come forward. Oh, that's a measuring tool.
If you control, click, drag, and then hit space.
Yeah, hit
Once
space
you're
bar and
where
you'll
you
go
wanna
to
be.
the spot.
And pulling up my hand axe, I hurl it at the back of this barely injured kobold.
Oh yeah.
Make sure to add a D4.
Yeah, I'll add.
So that'll be a
half cover.
disadvantage because it's over 20 feet.
You didn't have to say barely damaged.
It's
But
literally
it says it
labeled
over
barely
its
damage in the.
Oh, does it? Oh, does it actually? Oh, yeah, it does. Okay,
Barely
fine.
injured.
Barely
Fair
injured.
enough.
I just assumed that
No,
was
it
its
did it
name.
twice. Whatever. All right, so
I thought we were throwing shade at Tara.
10 disadvantage.
Well, we are, but it's also the truth.
I say, yeah, we're doing that too.
So
Add a
7's
D4.
miss.
Add a D4.
Seven.
And add a D4.
Oh yeah, add a D4 for bless. Hell yeah.
What did it even?
I don't think it.
You got 4.
So at 11.
That just misses.
Oh, damn it.
I thought their hit point, their
I was-
AC
I was-
was 11.
I,
It's
I
12.
wasn't sure if it was 11 or 12.
And that'll be it. Is
He
the,
lost his hand
yeah.
axe.
I think there's a
That's
wall on the other side there.
Yeah, it'll stop. All right, back to the top of the round. Seth, you're up. You have absolutely decimated in a brutal fashion the kobold in front of you by crushing its trachea, and the fire blocking your entrance has gone out.
All right. Well,
Help.
I need somebody help.
Help.
Literally anybody help.
The druid that took his armor off earlier.
Henry right now.
Yes.
It's not having a good time.
Henry's
Alright.
fine. He's just trying to get back into the swing of things, of like leaning out and shooting. He hasn't done it in a while.
Quick draw.
so
I
I,
mean,
see
how much-
2 still, yeah?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
There are 2 kobolds left I can see.
Yes, they're up above like a 10-foot ledge from where you are now,
Okay.
kind of surrounding Tarek and attacking.
Alright, yeah, I'll go ahead and move. Climbing up the wall next to Tarek.
I think you just stepped on a kobold.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
Is there?
in
Oh,
their
okay.
space with.
I see
those
this one, so my bad.
right here. Be able to get up there.
Squeak! Ah!
Good enough.
Go.
They're kobolds. They're not people.
Humans,
Small.
not people.
Alright. Let's see.
They're animals. So I slaughter them like animals.
It's true.
Oh no.
Taking this
I'm gonna
whole
go
fight
ahead and
personally.
kasplute this one. So I'll go one-handed with it
Alright, do it.
for a good solid 23 to hit.
Nice.
And
Yeah, that'll hit.
for 9 damage.
That one is no, Jesus, dead. You guys do so
I
much more
helped.
damage than I anticipated.
Yep.
Nice.
And upon its death, I will reach into my bandolier and pull out a dagger and throw it to the next one.
Oh yeah. Roll me that. Roll me that offhand.
Get a double kill. Do it.
Ooh.
Oof.
Ooh.
So nope, only a 9.
It misses.
Alright, well, screw the crypt. I'm gonna go ahead and move in to threaten the other one.
Alright.
And I will pass my turn.
Your turn. We go to this one. Yeah, no, this one's terrified. It's still scared. It just watched all of its friends get murdered, and its boss just run away. So it's going to start running the fuck out of there.
Man.
Its turn, and that brings us to Velnerith.
Let's see. I probably wouldn't get an angle. I couldn't see how much further it went past the gate, right?
No, you just watched it scamper down and sprint out of the gate as fast as it could.
Okay, so I'll run up next to Barbaros and point my hammer at the last one and just yell, die! And cast Toll the Dead.
To the dead.
DC 12 wisdom saving throw.
Oh, natural 20
Oh my god.
for an 18.
Jesus.
I was gonna say,
Oh.
kind of sad that even in death you still have to pay tolls.
We live in
Well,
a
never
society.
mind.
Baby.
That's yep, that's it.
Okay. All right. No half damage or anything if it saves?
Nope.
Nope. Okay.
Nope. So save or suck.
Tarek. Your turn, buddy.
Okay, Tarek is going to. He's just gonna take his mace and try to beat this kobold.
That radiant thing that you got going, does it start right at the top of your turn?
End of my turn.
And your turn. Okay, cool.
But if I hit him, I do an extra point of radiant damage to him,
Schmack a bitch.
which I have a +2, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
You're doing well, I swear. Druids don't suck at level 1. What are you talking about?
Everything sucks at level.
He's not entirely wrong.
It didn't. I just clicked roll and it don't think it rolled. It didn't roll. Good.
Did not
Let's try
roll.
that again. Oh no, it did. It just linked my mace. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see an actual attack.
Is
David
it broken?
I think you need to click the
The
actual
icon.
like die roll image. Or like the picture itself.
I'm just gonna roll it with this because it's being awkward.
Me.
'Cause
12. Does 12 hit?
12 hits.
Okay.
Just
I'm gonna
hits.
do is just
Bring it.
1d6. Let's try rolling the damage on this and see if it does anything.
Nope,
Did I just link the mace again? I sure did.
Just link the mace again. We will figure
So
that
it's
out.
just
Some point.
it's 1d6 flat, so we're doing d6.
5.
That is 6 damage, 5 regular, and 1 radiant as I just bean him.
All right. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna take my hand, my radiant hand, place it on his shoulder, and just crack him on the forehead.
Jesus. Okay. As you do that, the front of its elongated skull just caves in. And
I'm actually gonna use my bonus action. Actually, this bonus action. Technically, I can. Where is it? Where are you? Features and traits. There you are. Yeah, I'm gonna use my bonus action to take my shield and shove it off the cliff. Disrespectfully,
Jesus.
because
well,
I
it's
could do
dead,
that
so
because
it's
I'm
just
shield
gonna,
master, so I could do shove. That's a bonus action.
It's gonna just smack down there and fall broken on the ground 10 feet below you. Just absolute disrespect. Okay. With
I
that,
knew what I was getting into.
all of the kobolds are slain, except for the 2 that ran away into the distance.
I am actually going to move. I'm gonna move so I don't burn Pat.
That's fair.
Unless he's into that, but I don't think he is.
Yeah.
So that's
Who knows?
what 10, 15.
So are we out of combat?
We are officially out of combat.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I
and
dropped
before-
the thing. I'm at 2 health, but that's fine. I dropped the
Alright,
radiant ability.
Gotcha. So the light fades away. Before we go on to looting and RP, let's take a quick 5-minute bathroom break. See y'all in 5.
Okay.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Quick break. Good to go. So, y'all absolutely waffle stomped my kobolds because they rolled like dog shit, and y'all rolled actually pretty well. And the devil made promises and disappeared. You now have free reign of the kobold. What are you doing?
I'm gonna go investigate the shack that the demon came out of.
Yeah, Tarek would immediately hop up and start digging through things too, because he's looking for proof, information, anything.
Okay.
Seth will begin carving kobold tails off.
And in the distance, you hear rustling in a bush and hear a gnome, "Could I get a hand over here?" as he's stuck in the bush.
Oh, Velniris would go help him first before she would go off investigating stuff. So-
Fane waves off Felnerith. This is your expertise. You go investigate. I will give Henry some help.
Bane, you go. And you find tangled up in his robes, just kind of in brambles, just trying to trudge his way out with his staff, is little old Henry.
Oh, thank you for your assistance. Oh, God, those caught my clothes quite aggressively.
Henry, are you okay?
I'm fine. Just a little bit of a snag. We're all right. So what are we doing now? Did we get them? Is it over?
We did. Although the big one is gone. I
There-
worry where.
There was a big one?
Chain Devil, I believe.
Chain devil. DM, can I make a roll to see if I know what the hell a chain devil is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go ahead and roll a history or an arcana.
And having heard Barbosa and Fane say it, would I know what a chain devil is?
As the heat of battle dies down,
Yeah.
you go back to your readings and your training, and yes, you know exactly what a chain devil is. And the fact that you're all still alive
Yeah.
is a blessing of Greynor. And the fact that it left
It's really
concerns you.
weird. Yeah.
Okay, with that 20 fucking Arcana check, nice job, Henry. Yes, you know exactly what a chain devil is. They are a middle order devil. They're above foot soldiers for sure, but they are definitely not the most powerful of devils.
Oh,
But
chain
is-
devil. Yeah. I think I used to have one of their chains on a ring at one point. I feel like I fought one before. Who are you again?
So, as Henry's describing this, Barbaros is getting his axe from Seth, it seems like, who fetched it up for him.
Yes, and I fought one as well. It took 3 companies. Killed nearly all men there. But they brought it down eventually. None knew how to kill it properly, but we kept cutting and cutting until there was nothing left. I am surprised we are still alive.
Oh, right. No, I'm sorry. That's right. We didn't fight one. My friend had one as a pet in a cage. They were doing something with it.
You would summon a creature of the demon Prince Alador. Chain and shackle it and keep it for study.
I'm sorry, a what?
You're a dangerous man, Henry the Gnome.
I don't know what you're talking about exactly. But that's all right. I'm here for it. What are we doing?
Like,
Velner,
Tarek and I
you
are
are searching the cabin.
Yeah,
Tarek,
Tarek
you're
and I
also
are gonna look.
Okay, you can each roll me a investigation check, or one of you.
Yeah. Before we do that, I'm gonna just cast light to make sure that we can on my shield, just to make sure that we can have a good bright view of everything in here.
Perfect. Yeah, and it is fairly. It's very dim light in there. It's like a very
Yeah.
small, smoldering fire. But
Yeah,
it's not casting.
It is bright light in the entire shack now because of the size of it. So, and
Awesome.
I will
I'm gonna-
also cast guidance on myself afterwards because I don't think light's concentration.
I'm doing a guidance on myself as well.
Yeah, light is not concentration.
Nice.
So,
Let's go.
I'm gonna pull up that kobold that died on the bonfire. See if it cooked through all the way.
Amazing.
I got a
And
19
Seth,
total.
as you are as you are carving up the corpses
Got a
of the
20.
kobolds, roll me either a medicine or a survival check.
Oh, good.
Got a 26.
26, and you get a 19, Velnerith.
Yep, I got a 19.
So as you rummage through, you find fairly obvious on the table there is a raw and mostly eaten corpse of some type of livestock animal, probably a pig by the looks of it. It's fairly modest lodgings. There's just a rough, beat up bed. Not a whole lot here, honestly. Just looks like a small, humble living space.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Is this over here supposed to be visible to us?
With an investigation check, yes.
Okay. So I mean, I wouldn't just look inside the thing. I'd look all around the area because.
All right. I will say with that, you definitely find the trap door tucked into the bushes behind the cabin.
How did they get a trap door here? They brought everything with them.
I would go.
Oh well. And I'm gonna try to yank it open.
Out there, you know.
Okay. You give it a tug, and it is locked.
Seeing Tarek's over there with us, whatever it means.
You think you should set a spell? You took many injuries.
What's the worst that can be down there?
It's the worst that can be down there. Rotten potatoes, I suspect. However, even a small creature, snake, spider, hell, a bat at this point could possibly knock you on your ass. Take a
Look down at-
moment. Breathe.
I look down and I'm actively bleeding. It's like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't.
Shit, the dragon.
Are we gonna short rest?
You're gonna sit and take a short rest.
Was that the suggestion?
Go hang out at the table. Yeah, can we just sit around the little table out here and also take a short rest?
Have a tea.
Yep, I'm down for it.
Sure. You're welcome to sit and take a short rest if you like.
How about that? If that's the case, I might as well use my second one.
Barbaros takes out this large leather-bound and brass-clasped book. He sets it down on the table as you guys are going through kit and inventory, looking over injuries. Takes out a quill, dabs it on his tongue, and then takes a small little tin bottle and begins scratching and a draconic across the page.
Yes, and then we came over the wall. Yes. How many was it on the western side? It was 4, yes?
I believe so.
7. I get all my hit points.
The side that you did, they came in on the side that I came in.
Yes.
Yes,
How
yeah.
many were with us?
There were 4 of us.
That's very good. There's one to Henry, who sends fire from his hands. Man, I saw you kill that one with a staff. That was quite savage. Where you crushed his throat with your bare hands. It was impressive. I did not think the fair folk had such things in them.
We are capable when we need to be.
Without the benefit of claws.
As Barbaros extends out his own claws that are blunted and thick.
You have hands of iron. Oh.
What
Tarek.
use are claws when you can cause a creature to choke to death on your fist.
It is fair. I watched a man die in a puddle once, drunk. It was an unfortunate thing. He was a brave man, but he died. Well, he died unwell.
Unfortunate.
Barbaros finishes his notes and closes the tome and then locks it up after sprinkling a bit of salt to dry the ink.
Very well.
That's gonna throw the torso of the kobold that burned onto the table. Meat's up.
These are sapient creatures, even if they
No.
are diminutive.
No, they're beasts. Monsters all.
Henry just
Not
pulls up his
every-
staff and pokes it. Is it safe to eat?
Not every beast is edible.
One way to find out. I'll carve off a chunk.
Oh my god.
Okay.
All right,
Um,
DM. In your world, is kobold edible?
Anything is edible with enough dedication.
Plumb in the depths of
And
depravity
seasoning.
today.
I'm imagining Seth just pick it up and start eating like a cob of corn.
So you watch as Seth pulls out a knife and flays off a hefty strip of flesh, scales and all, of a kobold. Barbaros, I'm sure you might have some mixed feelings about this.
Oh yeah, no, but during watching the Bray herds eat men during the Long War, and then watching again, barely sapient, but kind of like, I think in Barbaros's mind, it's a scaled one, but it's kind of like a human eating an ape.
Yeah.
It's powerfully uncomfortable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a little
It is.
taboo, but
It's yeah, again, it's taboo, but it's like on the edge of like, is this worth a fight? Probably not, because they are beasts, as he said.
So, Seth, you flay off this hunk of flesh, flip it over to the flesh side under the scales, and you take a hefty bite. And it's warm, very warm, and it fairly sour tasting. Go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
No, okie dokie.
That is disgusting.
Not gonna deny that.
I once watched the Bray herds descend upon a man starving from a months-long famine. They tore him limb from limb, ate him alive. This is not much different, Seth.
That is powerfully upsetting.
I didn't realize we were starving right now. I have rations.
I'm fine.
Tanks it.
Absolutely
Okay,
tanks it.
You gorge yourself on this just sour tasting meat. It is not pleasant, and you feel an intense urge to retch. But you're able to swallow it down. You were also in the Eastern Wilds Wars, and you had to do some foul shit to survive. And this is definitely not even ranking in the top 10.
I don't recommend it. It's sour. Perhaps it would require a little bit more seasoning and cooking time, proper preparation.
Or perhaps you could do what the Bray herds did and offer up a idol to Dugaris. This is disgusting.
Quite likely.
Barbaros gets up from the table
You can see here that even these kobolds kept livestock.
because he looks over at this barricade that was definitely kept for some kind of animal.
Yeah, as
Stolen,
you look in, you
likely.
can see it is clearly a livestock pen. It's lots of mud, and you think that there would likely be pigs kept in there.
You're also under the impression that this belonged to the kobolds originally.
No,
This entire area was constructed by men.
this
Not
I
beasts.
agree with.
So I ripped the heart out of what's left of that torso.
The chairs aren't meant for tails. The tents are laid out for men. Organized, well kept.
I'll
Cannot
press and
leave.
wrap the heart and put it back into my pouch. There we go.
You
This is
you
not for
can't play that
consumption.
character every time.
This isn't for consumption, mind you. This is for study and research. These kobolds might have been slightly different, tainted by that demon.
I look at Velnereth since they're the one who kind of like had an issue with the fish.
No, these are just simple animalistic creatures that were controlled
Hmm.
and led.
What does the ceaseless flame say about leaving a fortification in the backwoods near town? Do we ban it?
Already there. Let's get
Yeah.
this open first.
What was wrong with it?
What? Are you
We
asking about the
just-
trapdoor?
Kill the demons and devils.
It's locked. Oh, sorry.
Is it locked?
It's locked.
I
I
must
can
have missed
burn
that
it.
while
but-
I was fishing.
Yeah, I could set it on fire, but I don't know if there's a ladder that we're gonna take out.
Yeah, give me a moment. I'll reach in and pull out my thieves' tools.
I could pull
I'm
it
gonna
really
walk
hard,
off
but I don't
with
think it's gonna
Henry.
go well.
Henry's just starting to like go through some of the extra stuff lying around, just bored out of his mind.
Yeah, seeing Seth, go to start lockpicking, I cast guidance on him.
Gotcha.
Oh, I thank you.
Add a D4 to that.
Good old proper D4 to that as an 18.
An 18. Yeah,
like
it
it.
takes a little bit of effort, but it's not an overly complicated lock. Feel it click under your machinations.
All right. That should do it.
Trapdoor swings up, and you do see a ladder, and descends a little ways into darkness. You still have light on you. No. Short rest has gone by. How long does light last?
I can recast it though. It's cantrip.
You're able to cast it again and
Yep.
see
On my shield.
point it down into the hole, and you see it descends about 20, 30 or so feet. And there's like a rough hewn floor.
I am going to start climbing down.
Okay. Climb on
Signal,
down.
signal to Seth that he can come with me or not. I don't really care.
I'll join him. Might as well have somebody watch his back.
Henry, you said you were just kind of rifling through things. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
With guidance.
Ooh, I'll take it.
It's fucking two people casting
I was
guidance.
originally gonna like mention it earlier, like as everybody was talking, I kept seeing Henry's model moving around. I was gonna be like, somebody go wrangle him.
And then what's guidance again? Is it D4?
D4.
One time bless. Jesus.
yeah.
So 21.
21.
Okay.
Henry's just sifting through shit, just looking through all the
Gotcha.
boxes and everything. He's lost the thread as he always does, and is now just trying to give his mind something to do.
So as you search through this space over here where you are, first and foremost, you notice another large trapdoor level with the ground tucked into the bushes up there.
Only because you're so small you could see it.
Mm-hmm. I can see under the brush.
Yeah, he's on height with the kobolds. But as you loot through all these crates, chests, and barrels, you find plethora of rations, basic carpentry and blacksmithing tools. There is a singular locked chest tucked off a little bit to the side of all these things. But for the most part, it just seems to be provisions and supplies.
If
Maybe I should
anybody
send it
needs a you're right here. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell. It seems there's rations and some tools and things. If anybody needs to I don't know, restock. I don't know what you've done up until this point, and that generally how you've got here. But could be useful. Also, this one's locked, and there's a door in the floor over there. I don't know if you care about that either. But
Good find, Henry.
it's right in line with where I am. Made it a little easy.
How many rations are in there?
A few dozen.
Go, I'm gonna take them all.
Okay. You're gonna add 3 dozen rations to your inventory.
That's gonna
Jesus.
weigh a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of food.
That's hefty.
Now with
That's
the bag of
hefty.
holding.
That's
true.
Uh,
Yeah,
Stuff everything in there.
there's a few lengths of rope. I'd say there's probably like 150 feet worth of rope.
DM,
And
the
yes, sir.
the locked chest, is it like a small locked chest, a large locked chest? Like, what are we thinking? What are we talking about?
For Henry, it would be large. For Velnerith or any others, it'd be like a crate. It's not super large, probably like 1.5 feet by like a half a foot deep.
How heavy is it?
You try and move it.
Well, Henry goes over and like realizes his lock, goes to like pick it up and just kind of like see how heavy it is. He's trying to figure something out.
Roll me a strength check, just for fun.
With guidance.
You are busy looting up a bunch of stuff. Get out of here.
Just has a static passive guidance. Anybody within 2 feet of me.
I just always have my hand on Henry's shoulder, just casting.
Oh no, that's a
guidance.
3. That's a 3.
You attempt to
Wonk.
lift it, and it's very classic. Oh, my back
Oh god.
does not budge.
That's could somebody lift this chest and tell me like generally how much it weighs? My back's doing a thing that it does sometimes.
I imagine Barbaros is just watching this like a child watches an ant farm.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll after I finish stuffing the pack with rations, I'll go over and attempt to.
No,
lift
no,
it.
no. This is amusing.
Amusing. I just asked for some assistance.
Oh, there it is. Yes, very good.
Barbaros will step over to help him out.
All right.
Tell me the chest is like 5 pounds. And I like pulled out my back trying to lift something that was like 5 pounds.
Barbaros, what is your strength?
18.
18. You are able to heft this chest. It is heavy, even to you. It is a small, dense chest.
This must be filled with some kind of metals. It's far too heavy, this for its dimension.
Well, I guess we could.
Seth, did you fall down a hole yet? I have something for you to open.
in a hole.
We could probably bring it over to the table, just to make it easy
Yes.
for anybody to I don't know, work on it.
But as I layer it down on the ground and I grab one of the sides of it,
Velnereth, give me a hand.
Yeah, I'll get the other side.
All right. So you guys heft it over and carry it over to the table, and we will cue back to Seth and Tarek. As you climb down the ladder, this under cavern, your shield still casting light, you see is a small space, not much bigger than the cabin above you. On the right-hand side, there are 3 iron straps with manacles set into the wall. And on the last one, there is a slowly decaying corpse strapped to the wall. On the left, you see 2 rough wooden tables with jars and sheaths of paper just kind of littering and covering.
What was this place?
Definitely not something that one would commonly find in this region.
What race does the corpse seem to be?
Beat me to it.
Roll me a medicine check.
I'd like to grant him advantage as I will help him.
I have to be a doctor to know what race something is.
Well, I mean, it's in a state of
It's a
decay.
decaying corpse.
17.
17. Seems to be elvish. Possibly half
Elvish.
elven.
Is it wearing any clothing?
No.
No, it's just nude. There's a nude corpse.
Mhm.
Do I see like any torture implements around?
Roll an investigation check.
Hey, real investigation. I'm gonna cast guidance. Haha, you can't stop me.
It's a chain devil. It is a torture implement.
I'm proficient in
Oh,
investigation if you
that's
wanted me
less
to.
than good. Let's hope I get a good roll on that guidance. Shouldn't have taunted the DM. 10.
Would I be able to investigate as well then?
10 total. Yeah, you can go ahead. Um, Tark, you find no torture implements. With that 23, Seth, you also do not find any torture. But looking at the body, you do see clear signs.
Based on, I take it it's gotten injuries, things of that nature, even though they're decayed.
Mhm.
Rough-hewn cuts.
No.
Ah,
Precise.
clean cuts, precision.
Yep, there is, as you are looking over the corpse, you see multiple incisions and cuts along the abdomen. And
Okay.
then that's mostly the focus of where you see what you assume to be torture.
I'd like to check those jars.
Going off the same roll. In the jars, you see small, translucent, round objects, roughly the size of a golf ball. Hundreds of them.
Are the jars sealed?
They are, and filled with liquid.
I'll take 2 of them, put them into my hip sack.
Okay.
Get a chance to identify whatever this is later. I guess I'll go ahead and take down the body.
If you want, I mean, I don't have any use for it.
No, but it would probably be as I heft it over my shoulder. I suppose it could be considered a mercy to allow it not to rot here, but instead feed the earth, right?
Fair.
No,
Well,
climb
while
out.
you do that, I'm going to go and pick up the kobolds, search them for any correspondence or something, and put them in a pile to burn them.
My man.
Any objections?
None in the slightest.
You can even eat them if you want afterwards. I don't care.
Nah. I doubt I'd be able to garner any information out of their corpse or body parts anymore. The heart by itself should be enough for alchemical reagents.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna look around just one more time, just not like investigate or anything, just take a cursory look, and then go back up the ladder.
Okay. So you guys head back up, carrying the body. Not an easy task, but doable. And once you get to the top, you see everybody else is gathered back around the table with a medium-sized wooden chest placed on the table.
Let me guess. Locked?
Yep, locked.
Of course. I'll gingerly set the corpse down on the ground. I'll get to burying that later. Let's see what we have then. Alright.
Give me a thieves' tool check.
Easler.
Guidance.
Okie dokie. Plus a D-Fizzor. For a good solid 19.
Nice. Smooth and easy. Actually, even it feels even simpler than the trapdoor that led to the underground cavern. Just pops right open, and as you lift the lid, inside you see wrought iron bars. It's filled to the brim with iron ingots.
That's why I threw out my back. Yeah, that makes more sense.
Well, if nobody opposes, I do have a bag that will make it much easier to at least transport to sell, and we can split the profits.
At your discretion. I'm going to start working on digging a shallow grave.
Could I see one of those iron bars, if you wouldn't mind? I will DM take one of the iron bars. How heavy is it?
It's roughly 5 pounds.
Okay. I will put it in my pack. There's also Another trap door. It seems slightly larger over around the corner, in the bushes. If I didn't check to see if it was locked. We didn't really get that far, but it could use your certain set of skills there.
No, that's a fair assessment. This one was locked. Might as well assume the other one is. Good
I'll
eye.
start putting the iron bars into the bag of holding.
Sure. Add 17 iron bars. Okay, and Seth, you can go ahead over to trapdoor. Give me another thieves' tool check.
Okie dokie. That answers my question of whether or not that was a thing.
And then I would go and join Henry and Seth.
You insert the tools and sitting there trying to get the tumblers to line up and twist, and it's giving you a hard time. It won't release.
Is it a standard lock built into the mechanism, or is it like a lock as if it were chained down lock?
This
padlock would be
is this one is built into the door. The other one was actually a padlock.
I'll have to take another shot at this in a little bit. This one's being a little more troublesome.
Probably not the best, but I can try. I'll have to borrow your tools.
I hand him over.
But if all else
What is it?
fails, I do have a trick I've used before that could possibly help. But it's not guaranteed. It's more of a last
know.
ditch.
I'll cast guidance on myself.
Absolute last ditch. I'm gonna pull out a crowbar.
It's something similar to that. Slightly more aggressive. But
15.
15. Give it a go, and yeah, the lock it's just sticking.
Well,
What say you,
crowbar it
Henry?
is.
Want to get your hands dirty?
would you like me to give it a shot? I can certainly try.
I'll send
Of course.
and Seth his these tools back.
Oh, thank you. Knock yourself out, friend.
Barbaros, you look a hardy individual. Would you mind coming with me? Now head over to the trapdoor.
You gonna join him, Barbaros?
Just so you know, while they're doing this, even while they were like picking open the chest and everything, Tarek's going around and picking up kobolds and bringing them to the center of the town, and digging through any pockets they might have. I don't know if they were just wearing like leathers or what.
For the most part, just wearing leathers. Some of them have little like pouches on the side.
Just looking for any correspondence, even money he just tosses to the side. I can't imagine they have much.
Nope, no correspondence.
No correspondence on any of them. Okay, I'm gonna stack them all up in the center. I don't know how long you want this to take, but and I'm gonna cast Create Bonfire on the whole pile once they're all stacked up.
It would probably take you about a half hour.
Okay.
Or
I'll
so.
Fane would be
I'll,
helping
however
with
long
the-
however long it takes
Okay.
them to do that, I'll be doing this.
That would speed up the process. I will casually just remind everybody that, for the most part, most of you here are on bounty. Bounties require.
Well, that's why I cut the tails
Yeah,
off of them at
Seth
the
cut the
beginning.
tails off of them.
You
already.
did all of them, or just the
Mhm.
ones that you killed?
Everyone that I could find.
Nobody's mentioned a bounty to Tarek.
Yeah, I know. Tarek's just there to get nature back on course. So as he goes to burn all the bodies, just reminding y'all. There's
Seth
There's
said
money to
yes,
be
so
made.
we're here.
easy enough with Fane's help. 15 or so minutes, and all the bodies are stacked up. And light them up. It's not a pleasant smell.
Lightable.
Barbaros, are you up for giving me a hand quickly?
Yes. Let's see what we can do about this.
I put it in my bag. I hand him the iron bar. Do me a favor. Throw that straight up in the air as high as you can, please.
I give him a quizzical look before looking at the bar, and running my fingers across it.
I'm gonna
Very
take
well,
a step
and
back.
just hurl it into the air.
As he hurls it into the air, I would like to cast Catapult on it and fire it back down at the trap
Oh,
door.
shit.
Yeah, you would.
God damn.
I haven't seen catapult
Why-
be used in years.
Why I found
love this
why I found something that was roughly 5 pounds, because that's the max that Catapult will shoot.
I literally gave you exactly what you need.
Yes,
Fuck me.
yes, you did. That's what I was looking for.
All right. Yeah.
That's
Do it.
genius.
Fucking do it. Roll me that attack.
A saving throw, it's not an attack.
Yeah.
Christ.
So it just hits.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
no,
saving
that
throw.
fucking decimates it. Go ahead and roll damage, buddy.
He just rolls 3.
Jesus.
10.
10. No, Barbaros, you throw the iron bar up, kind of skeptical of this little tiny gnome, but you know magic men can do some interesting things. And as
Yeah,
it
odd things.
reaches the apex
Apex.
of its arc, as it starts to come back down, you see it almost stop in the air, and then it rockets down into the trapdoor and absolutely obliterates it.
Diving back.
By the goddess of love, what is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. You weren't in the way. It's fine. I decided to toss it up. It was high enough that it wouldn't hit anybody. It's all right. I've done it before. We did take out that one individual, but he was fine by the end. It's a little bit of a limp. But it's open. Yeah.
The next temple I go to, I'm putting an incense for all the good gods in front of their offerings, so that your mind can be more stable.
Valner, can I have another one of those, please? I keep one on me, please. Thank you.
2 for Ambriel. Oh,
I'll go over and I'll pull one out and hand it to Henry, and just like, Henry, that was amazing. I loved it.
Oh, thank you. I've still got some tricks. Can be fun sometimes. And I put the clean iron bar in my pack where I had the other one.
Awesome. All right. I love it. So doors busted open. Kobolds are burning, and you are free to check this other trapdoor.
The rest of it's on you. Oh, I don't do ladders well.
I'll go down first, I guess.
Okay. You head down, and it is dark down here. There's no light except what's coming down from above, which isn't much as you kind of attack this place at sunset.
I'll have to light a torch. But do I find the iron bar?
As you light up your torch at the bottom of the ladder, you find a mangled iron bar.
It's still an iron bar.
It's not worked or tempered. It is beat to shit.
It's a 9mm slug after it's taken a
It's
hit.
corkscrewed.
Essentially, yeah.
It's
it is
mushroomed out.
messed up. But you find it. You find it. So you can add 1 mangled iron bar to your inventory. But as you light the torch and look around, you are in a fairly large room, about 15 by 20 feet by about 25 feet tall, and the walls are lined from floor to ceiling in barrels.
Barrels?
In barrels.
Ooh. And that's all that's in here, is just barrels.
Just
Like, are we
barrels.
talking like 55-gallon barrels or like massive barrels?
Like 55-gallon, like whiskey barrels, essentially.
Okay.
No powder kegs.
I'll just go and check to see if there's any writing on any of them
Roll me an investigation check.
with guidance. Well, it's a natural 20,
Jesus. Okay.
22.
You do see on the one you go to on the side, there's actually a burned-in brand on the side that has been attempted to be scratched out, but you can just make out, and 3 of you are gonna have to forgive me, but I'm not letting the character die. Just barely make out the name Whitecrest.
Whitecrest.
Every campaign.
I love the character. I'm going with a different vibe this time. The actual character I played's vibe, so Amarok will understand that.
To all those on the internet that don't know, Whitecrest is a perpetual character in all of Zach's campaigns.
I love him.
Whether he plays him or he DMs the world and he exists within it.
It's gotta be there. I love him so much.
I'll kind of just gonna touch it with my hands, muttering Whitecrest to myself, and then I'm gonna knock on it to see if the barrels are hollow or filled.
Bill.
Filled.
It knocks back.
I'm gonna go over
Oh,
and just
no.
check. I'm gonna check all of them.
As you go through, almost all of them are full. There's 3 that are empty.
3 empty ones. Okay, the ones that are empty, one of them, I want to take my hammer and I just want to smash it open.
Easy enough. You break it open, and a very, very strong alcohol scent washes over, but the barrel is empty.
Can't fit all of that in your bag of holding.
No, there's probably about 30 barrels here total, so there's
See, it holds 500
27.
pounds.
Yeah, you can't fit it through the
Yeah,
opening.
you cannot fit a whiskey barrel through the
Jokes.
mouth of that.
Joke's on you. I'm just gonna pour it straight in there.
Oh no!
Oh god, I'm just imagining him sitting there at the table just drinking from his bag of holding.
You want some?
That's a taste. That's a taste.
There might be an iron bar or 2 in there, but
You know
Catch
what?
that in the teeth as it pours out.
Oh no!
Next survival-based game I'm ever in, barrel holding for
For
fresh
fluids.
water.
Yeah.
There it is. That's amazing.
It's called
Is-
the decanter of endless water. It exists already.
True, but
Yeah, that's
this
not
one will be
believable.
funnier.
endless liquor.
Yeah, just be the decanter of endless whiskey or something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
There you go.
Well, I guess I'll go back up and just be like, well, lots of alcoholic barrels. I'm sure we could sell off the location to a merchant or somebody that would, or an inn that would like some product.
We could get free lodging if we sell to the right inn. That's possible.
Barbaros is looking at this conversation going down. Like, oh yeah, let me just go out here and construct the sled, drag it all the way back to town, cross rough country. That'll be a grand old
Hey.
time.
Look at
No,
you
I'd
doing
say-
exactly what every one of my characters does in stupid situations like this.
I just noticed I'm a floating head right now.
A little bit.
It's
No,
very mysterious.
I'm not getting up. It's fine.
You've even got the little green glow from the headset.
Yeah.
Ethereal.
Oh, gotta remember to put the light on next time.
Oh, God. Have you found anything useful down there?
Alcohol's pretty useful.
I mean, you're not-
For forgetting mistakes and finding ugly women attractive. What else?
Nope, that's it. And just a name on the barrels, Whitecrest.
What's the name?
Never heard of it before.
DM, would
Not
Okay.
familiar with Whitecrest either.
I know a Whitecrest?
Barbaros, Fane, and Henry can all roll me history. Please.
History check?
That's my best ability.
Oh, it was me as well?
Oh yes.
Natural one.
Ack!
Ooh.
Henry's
over
just
my
gonna...
Hey, there's mine!
My brain fog went to Fane. We share my brain
Just
fog.
kinda just
You guys already start drinking? Is that what happened?
Just
That is
the
fun.
smell from the
Right.
busted barrel.
You're a barrel deep, and you guys are just, you're a barrel deep, and you guys are just like, I don't know what's happening.
Somehow it's
Um,
already up here on the table, and we're just passed out underneath it.
Everybody
You're all
waits up,
trying to
they're already
recall-
level 10. Like, Jesus,
Henry is
how
in the
much
barrel.
time passed?
Henry, it scratches your brain in the worst way. You know you should know that, but you just can't remember why.
Well, take an etching of it. Maybe somebody in town will know what it is.
I concur. Our best bet is to probably vacate while there's still light.
Henry immediately, while thinking of thinking Whitecrest and having that itch in his head, pulls out his spell book, which to anyone that has been paying attention is way bigger than it should be for him. Like it's a full size book and it's like thick, and he starts like thumbing through the pages. It all looks like absolute garbage scribbles nonsense inside of it, but he just can't. He's just searching through the book trying to figure out if he can find what Whitecrest is, and coming up empty.
Spell the rhythm. Roll me a perception.
Henry got a Rolodex, don't he?
Can I guidance myself, or is it just say like?
It's just a spur of the moment.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Turns
That's
out
fine.
one of those
22.
One of those empty casks had D4 skeletons in it.
Do me a favor. Everybody except Belnrith. Definitely.
Oh shit.
I'll take my headphones off because if I deafen the stream
Yeah.
can't hear.
Yeah, no, that works. That works. Smart.
Okay.
Oh god.
So, as you watch Henry thumbing through with vigor through his book,
Mm-hmm.
realize it is a massive, thick tome. He's only thumbing through 3 or 4 pages of it. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's all.
But it's still like a really big book, right?
Mm-hmm. Hundreds of them.
Yeah, we're back.
We've checked this area. There's no correspondence, evidence of whatever sorcerer creature brought that abomination here. I say we burn this place and march back to the town.
Do we have to set it ablaze? I know Kobold took the advantage of the fortifications, but don't you think the general people would need this? Townsfolk, guards?
Yes, the farmers. They'll arm the walls with their scythes.
I'm just speculating. You don't have to be snarky about it. Just reasonable.
Forgive me.
How far away
forgiven.
is the town?
It's
roughly?
fine.
It took you about a half a day to get here. Y'all left fairly early on in the morning, and now, as you got here probably mid-afternoon, and then waited for
And the
almost
sunset.
nightfall to strike. So the sun is going down.
We should maybe at least burn it in the morning. Maybe rest here since we have walls around us instead of trekking through the forest during night.
I don't feel comfortable laying down wherever that foul thing was kept.
If it wanted to kill us, it would have.
You are the expert in such things.
If
I
I
will
were to
trust in
venture-
your judgment and wisdom.
I don't
I
think
would've-
it'll be back.
If I were to venture
It's-
a decent location to rest, I would assume that wine cellar might actually be our best bet. A single point of entry
It's a large room.
outside of immediate scopage. And unfortunately, kobolds have very acute night vision. The ones that fled may have fled to find more of their clutch or their warren.
You might have all
Possibly.
noted Barbaros didn't go underground a single time. He's
No.
eyeballing that cellar like,
I was curious why.
If we do,
Scared of the
if we do go underground, I may need some assistance going down and then back up.
No,
No, if
I'll
need
get you,
be,
Henry.
if need be, then we could just simply take the lodging, or one of these tents. Could be more than sufficient. We'll just have to post guards.
I feel comfortable upon the ground. Many years campaigning. They have cook fires here. Perhaps they have some victuals as well. We could dig through to find something that's not foul or sapient.
It does feel mildly disrespectful to sleep in the camp of the things that we killed, but like it's not putting it to waste also. So I've just
It's not like that was their camp originally, though.
That's an
That is-
assumption on our part.
that is fair. That is fair.
I cannot bring myself to believe that Kobold summoned one of the Neverborn. But this is not my area of expertise. And if no one has any answers in this, we should perhaps seek someone of higher wisdom.
It is not something that they would have the intelligence to do.
Seems reasonable. All right, we bed down then.
So we have an unknown sorcerer.
Is this all right with you, Fang? Tarek?
Tarek actually offers to take the first walk.
Yes,
Many thanks,
I
then.
would prefer to stay above ground.
Tarek, you have been greatly wounded today. Though recovered, perhaps you should sleep a bit. I have suffered no injury. I still feel hale and hearty.
As do I. You and I will
Okay,
take
that
the.
is fair.
You
Thank
and I can take
friends.
the brunt of the watch then, Barbaros.
Thank you, friends,
Sounds
if
good.
if I may call you so.
I'll
It's
take the
good.
second watch.
But of course then. I'll take some of this time to break out my alchemy kit and start trying to figure out what's in that jar.
We should maybe camp at the other one away from the bodies.
Yeah.
Well, you
That's
burned all
fair.
the bodies, but yeah, there's blood and guts on the ground.
Probably still
It's
doesn't
foul
smell the
smelling.
best.
Yeah.
Yeah,
probably
no,
not.
no.
I'm sure it's fine.
Wind coming up from the east is blowing the smoke out that way, hopefully.
You head over, and as you look through,
Henry and I doing the awkward like,
Right,
oh
no, it's
oh,
you want to stand? No, I was okay. That's fine. You can have it if you like it.
As you look in, each tent is built and suited for 2 people. There are small, like makeshift cots in each of them, blankets and pillows. Nothing extravagant, but more than you could have hoped for with your sleeping rolls.
I'll take a tent with Henry.
Thank you, my dear. I haven't slept in a quiet place in a long time. It's always been journalists and scholars and running around all times of night. You know how it was at the archive. Somebody blowing
It's
something
cozy.
up.
So, being an old campaigner, if there's any victuals to be found, grain, bits of dried beet or fruit, there'll be a cook pot on a fire that Barbaros will be tending. Just
Oh,
as
I would
habit.
hand out a couple of rations as well to everybody.
So breaking up some dry biscuit.
No, don't eat those. Save your teeth.
Because I bring up just some battered kettle that I find, dump it out, clean it out in the nearby river.
Yeah,
Set it
you
up on the
search
coals.
through the space where Henry and Velmuth were searching earlier, as you kind of watched over.
I
and
touched the
you
kettle
saw
with the
Velmuth take
cleansing
all the
stone.
rations. Smart. Yeah, there's some hardtack and other things like that that can be cooked up and used.
I set up another kettle and I have a stone that I submerge into it just for a few seconds, and it comes up quite warm. And I set that one up.
Bathe yourselves.
And take a couple slivers of soap, cut them into it.
I touch
Barbaros.
Barbaros with the
Barbaros.
cleansing stone as well.
Well, clever.
I'll just set it down nearby if anybody needs it. To cleanse
Barbaros, you
themselves.
look down, and after he touches you with the stone, your scales are immaculate, much to your satisfaction.
Oh, much. Yeah, because that was going to be the most of his night was cleaning those out. Now it's like,
Well then, I can take care of other chores.
sets up a crossbow, puts it down to the side, then literally you hear like a strange faint clicking noise as Barbaros takes out a skein and is knitting.
It's
A little
a big
bit.
old guy likes to.
Henry takes a seat on one of the logs by the fire, and he looks like he's sitting there, looking at the fire, holding onto his cane. But then you hear snoring with his eyes open. He's actually like entirely fallen asleep, just sitting there.
Tarek is going to come over and take the cleansing stone. Before he does, he's going to place his shield and his mask down on the ground, clean himself, and then take his dirty shield and his dirty mask and re-equip them.
You else have anything else they want to do?
No, Henry already went to sleep, so I won't talk to him.
I'm asleep, sitting up. Yep.
Gonna be brewing
Eventually,
stuff with my alchemist kit.
I'll carry him to bed.
Vilnerith scoops up Henry and takes him into one of the tents. They both bed down. Anybody else?
The only thing that Barbaros would do extra is he would probably grab whoever's boot is nearest, and he has like a block of wood, and he's measuring it to the bottom sole of their boot. And then he's putting that piece, quick couple swipes with his honing dagger, and then he's putting it into the skein he's making and stitching around it.
Make y'all socks. He's gonna knit you guys socks! Little booties!
That's awesome.
Just kind of absently, mindedly, just going about the whole just looping pattern, stretchy stockings.
Awesome.
I love it. That's great.
Fresh
He
socks
can't
in
wear
the
'em.
field.
Nope, we'll make it for other people. That's love, baby. That's love.
Yep.
Alright, so Vilnerith and Henry head off to bed. Barbaros is knitting. I'm saying Seth's boot is the one you get to measure off of.
Mm.
Seth, Fane, Tarek, anything any of you would like to do?
No, I'm gonna try to identify and isolate what the those strange orb objects were via my alchemical kit. I'm gonna be running tests on it.
Roll me an Arcana check with advantage.
Yeah, I will join him just because I'm still trying to gather any information on what is going on here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't actually help or anything. I'm just observing.
That's quite all right.
With that 20, these are, though, larger than any you've seen and definitely abnormal looking, are clearly fish eggs.
Hmm. I'll pass one to Tark. Do these match any kind of fish that you might know of?
I don't know, do they? Zach,
Roll nature check,
I'll run a roll nature.
please.
I'm gonna cast guidance.
This
Just
is what
need
I
to
get.
put a modifier in that like all of
Uh,
our rolls just
20
automatically have a
plus-
D4.
No. No.
23.
23.
Do I know if it's a fish?
It is clearly a fish. And as
Do I know what kind of fish?
you hold it up to the light and that slightly translucent shell, you see a small outline. Fish with many spines and small tentacles in space. Much like
Yeah,
a fish you slayed earlier today.
Well, I guess we found him.
Hmm.
Why were they down there? Who were they? Who was doing the? It was locked.
Hmm.
Do you think there was someone here who left before we got here?
More questions, less answers.
All I know is, may I have the jars?
But of course. I suppose we should probably go in and destroy the other ones as well.
That was my thought. I'm just gonna take I'm gonna take the jar, one of the jars that he gives me. I'm gonna walk over to the kobold pile. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna football spike it down into the pile and shatter it.
Awesome. As you do, the liquid makes some of the fire sputter out, but then as the eggs burst and pop, there are actually big flares of much darker, warmer gouts of flame.
After seeing that, I will like to take one of the eggs and begin to dissect it. If I can dissect the creature
medicine.
inside, you can start seeing just what exactly this is, whether arcane or just alchemical perversion.
I already dissected one when we were at the river.
Oh, that's right, you did.
I mean, their hearts explode. They're full of sulfur. They're demonic in some.
That's right, that's why they
devilic in
burst.
some way.
Oh, then I have no need to dissect this one.
Yeah.
That makes more sense then.
This would not be as developed. You'd probably get even less out of it than I did, and all I got out of it was that it's not a real fish,
Right.
or not a normal fish, at least.
And then
High
it
concentration
had
of
like an
sulfur.
acid sac, right, or something along those lines. It like burnt one of you.
Its stomach acid was essentially like it seemed like almost like a magma. It
Right.
was-
Yeah, I popped its stomach and it exploded in my
Yes.
at me.
Hmm.
And reeked of sulfur.
Actually, how many jars were there?
A handful. Seth brought up 2, but there was probably a half a dozen or so.
I am going to half empty one of the jars once we start bringing the jars up. I'm going to then seal it again, and I'm going to put it in my pack.
Okay.
Because Tarek realizes that he doesn't know what these are, but somebody else might, so he should probably hold on to them.
Add
I'm actually
a
going to keep another 2.
jar of demon fish eggs to your inventory.
I will put that in my inventory.
Keep another 2, and I'm going to find a way to actually jerry-rig a wick into this. I might as well refill for additional
God.
explosives.
Hey, you're an alchemist, aren't you?
Yeah.
I
Part of
probably
it.
should have thought that through. All
Fish
right.
bombs.
Add 2 demon fish jars to your inventory. Anything else before you all go to bed?
I'm just imagining he goes fishing in the river and catches like a bunch of these. I'm just imagining them all like tied together like the long way with like a fuse coming out at the end. He just lights it and throws it.
That's the way to do it.
Sweet mother.
Tie a few of them onto a stick and throw it like
Yeah.
one of the old school grenades.
Yes, but it's just fish.
Like a bola.
There you go.
And the entire time they're looking at it coming over the
Fish
wall, just what the hell?
Oh man, if I did it as a
no.
bola, I would just strap like spark rocks into each of their mouths and throw it so that when they connect, they spark
just
off
sends
and
it
light
up.
each other up.
Yep.
That's called ingenuity.
I did this to myself.
Hey, you knew. You
Fantasy
knew.
problems require fantasy solutions.
Yes.
No, it's true.
You
It's
knew
true.
who you were playing for, like who you're DMing
I-
for. You knew this.
I introduced barrelmancy to my own fucking game. God damn.
Yeah.
Yes, but with fish, so it's weirder.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta one up everything. That's how it goes.
First, we started with throwing a gnome over a river.
That's a
And then we make a fish grenade. It's fine.
linear progression.
Exactly.
Anybody trying to do anything else before you all bed down for the night?
Actually, I will do one last thing. I will, as I'm talking to Seth, and I'll say, thank you for taking me in on your adventure here. Do you mind if I stick around?
Of course.
I have
Help
more
yourself.
questions than answers.
I concur. If monsters of this nature are capable of producing anything of this, either way, it's too much of a potential alchemical mystery for me to overlook. And I'm wondering if something that made these things involved that body. It was 2 surgical precision strikes on the corpse. I wonder if it was like a form of perverse, like, gestation.
Did you check to see if it was missing any organs?
I guess I know what I'm doing upon the morrow.
I'll join you.
For now, get your rest.
Yeah, Tarek picks up goes and he takes a blanket out of his pack and he goes into the cot and he just passes out.
Good. Who's taking first?
Either Barbaros or myself.
Yep. So, Barbaros is still knitting.
Barbaros, can you see well in the dark?
About as well as most men.
Click, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack, click, clack.
Why don't you take first, and then I'll take over after you.
Very well.
He turns away from the fire so it's not giving him night blindness and like looks out towards the area. Just kind of with his hands moving about the needles. His
I won't
crossbow
be
always
sleeping in a
nearby.
cot. I'll be laying with utilizing the stump as a pillow so I can be quickly woken up.
Barbaros. Good. Roll me a perception.
His best stat.
Hey, you swing sword real good.
Yep, that's what I do.
And look.
Nice.
I was about to lose my shit if that hit at 1. I was like,
Oh,
you're skating
man.
awful close.
Great.
Deep into that knitting.
So you sink yourself
Damn this cross stitch.
into your knitting, and you're looking out away from the fire into the camp. And nope, Amrock just died.
I saw that too.
Oh, what the?
I just
Hello?
watched your fucking model
Hello?
just turn sideways and yeet off the screen.
See ya.
Hello?
There he
There we
is.
go. Hey, they're back. Okay. Oh shit.
Amarok took a nap. It's fine.
Almost as funny as quantum casting.
Yeah.
Man, I didn't expect you all
Forecast
to
'em.
take watch by the second session I had planned. So, Barbaros, as you're knitting, just kind of spacing out a little bit, enjoying the quiet. You found some nice new companionship.
He's old.
Yeah. And the smoke that is drifting off the campfire begins to move in a strange way. Catch it out of the corner of your eye. As the drifting lazily up, it begins to shift, move, and swirl.
What sorcery is this?
So I put aside my stitching and gingerly take up the crossbow.
As you turn and you face where the smoke begins to swirl and coalesce into a vaguely humanoid. Gains a near corporealness as it gains definition, detail, and standing in front of you, made of smoke, ragged, armor, the face scarred, viscerally cleaved open. But aside from that gaping wound, familiar face, man you spent half a dozen years beside. Melbourne, just a fellow infantryman from your company. Barbaros. Still knitting, I see.
I saw you interred in the mud in the Long War. I know you rest in the embrace of Chrysilla. Why do you haunt my dreams now?
You don't dream, Barbaros. Will you remember me?
I remember you. I remember all of you. I wrote your names down in the long book. I keep it with me. I am he who remembers.
Melbourne waves his hand towards the fire. And it begins to spark, pop, like there's wet logs on the flame. The smoke billows heavier, heavier. Two more shapes coalesce behind it. They gain definition. You don't know these faces. They are young faces. He honors not his warriors, Barbaros. We do not have a keeper of rights. Will you remember them all, Barbaros?
I remember all of them. I am the keeper. I am he who remembers. You will not show me shades, spirit. You will not show me things that are unreal. You are but a trick. You are a sickness of the mind.
You will see in time, Barbaros. I beg you once. Remember them, for he does not. And the shades disappear.
So Barbaros is visibly shaking. This was an ordeal for him. If anyone had woken during that time, or was just done in the figment of his own mind, this is the equivalent of a deity stepping out in time and telling you that you have lost the way. So he puts down the crossbow and he looks towards the fire and the sky above. He goes over to Seth and nudges him. Seth,
Yeah. Yes,
I
it's my turn.
I have warned myself more than I thought.
Of course. Get yourself sleep, good friend. I'll take
Thank
the
you.
watch.
I pat his arm with my clawed hand.
Tell me, Seth.
Hmm.
The ceaseless keep the names of the dead.
What of them?
Never mind.
Hmm.
I'm just tired and old.
And Barbaros retires to one of the tents.
Though, mild confusion. Seth will leave it at that. Stand
Fane
remaining
having
watch.
been in a trance during this, how
right.
much would they have caught?
What is your passive perception?
Really good question.
I ask them sometimes.
Only something.
Occasionally.
How dare you?
Mine's a 14.
Yeah, mine's a 14 as well.
You would have heard Barbaros raise his voice in like a slightly aggressive and almost fearful manner. And you would have heard a quiet voice responding, but you wouldn't have been able to pick out the words.
Okay.
Would you have left a tent to investigate?
I'm not in a tent.
Or are you just where you are?
I am where I am.
Okay.
I've set myself up with something to lean up against, but other than that, I'm sitting on the grounds on a blanket in my trance.
Okay. If you had opened your eyes, which now realizing that you're full face, so you don't actually sleep. You would have seen 3 shades made of smoke facing Barbaros, and then dissipating.
I would not have made mention. I would have watched it intently as it was happening, but seeing that it wasn't actually a threat, I would have closed my eyes and gone back to sleep, per se. Let Barbaros wrestle with his demons.
Seth, you're watching.
Mhm.
Go ahead and roll me a perception.
Okie dokie. I have expertise.
Wonderful. It's a good thing. Reason. And a fucking
Nat 20.
Natural 20.
Damn!
Beautiful. Is there anything you would like to accomplish?
While I'm awake.
Mhm.
Probably during the time I'll just be resupplying, finding a way to actually like produce an appropriate enough wick for those fish eggs to actually make them into a viable explosive.
Crafting a wick, easy enough. Figuring out how to make the fish eggs an actual viable like Molotov cocktail explosive thing is going to take a little bit of alchemical work. You probably need tools that you don't have on you, but making a wick for it do.
It's not an explosive. It's an egg-splosive.
There we go.
There we go. I knew the dad joke was coming somewhere.
It had to. Okay. Anyway, watch goes off without a hitch. And Who is taking third watch? Who do you wake for third watch?
Oh, I guess. Vanilla did say that they were going to take one of
Wait.
the watches.
Wake me. Do it. I dare you.
Doing,
Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Everybody wakes up, he's gone.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you wake me up for a watch. Everybody else wakes up. Henry's just gone.
Actually, how many, about how many more hours do we have left for a long rest? I'd imagine it was about 2 hours or so.
It's usually 3 shifts of
It's-
4
yeah, 3
hours.
shifts, so one more to make
I'll-
sure you get a long rest and everybody else.
I'll push through.
Okay, you'll have to make a Constitution saving throw or take
Mhm.
exhaustion.
Yeah. A lot of the other members of our crew are spellcasters. All I know about them from the Mage Corps. I'll take that point of exhaustion then.
Exhaustion.
Hurt my neck.
With the high perception check and the level of exhaustion, you start seeing past the fourth wall. You look up and you see a man with a beard and the weird white earmuffs and glasses staring down at you, rolling these giant d20s,
Dice that are landing on the world, but
but not quite
above
making
it.
it to you.
Interesting.
I'm here for you. Horrifying. I hate it.
You don't know if you're seeing through the ether or you're just tired.
Alright then.
Okay, you push through. Rest of your watch goes off. Without a hitch, though you do feel haggard.
Such is life.
Velmarith.
Yep.
As you sleep, your rest turns to fitful dreams. And as you move through this dreamscape, falling, shifting, moving through your subconscious, slowly it changes. And you are in an expansive space. Nothing around you. And as you float there, slowly around you, swirling, debris, stones, shards of bone, dust. There's a roaring in your ears. And above you, a light. Blue. Basks you in not warmth. And it is not comforting. But it is familiar. Descending from that light. Above you. Clad in a robe from the waist down. Bare-chested, covered in scars. And a jagged crown of stone. Orbiting just outside or just off the skin. Long, braided, gray-white hair. Complete white eyes. Arms outstretched. You see the familiar visage of your patron. My warrior. Let one escape. What do you have to say for yourself?
Idmore ran before I had the chance to stop it.
They fear you. Rightfully so, my warrior. Do not let them run again. Slay them in my name.
Why did it call me Godspawn?
Do you not serve me?
I do. I don't think that's what it intended.
Worry not. Ramblings of demons. They will say anything. Slay them. In my
I will.
good, my warrior. Good. And he begins to ascend back into the blue light above you. And you all wake to a new day and you complete a long rest.
Yay!
Ooh, long rest.
Yay!
Yeah, we did it.
And that is where we'll end the session for tonight. Good job, guys.
Rocked.
Kicked some ass.
We got a lot done.
Yeah, quite
Thank
a
you for
bit.
watching all three.
Wasn't it 4 last time?
Yeah.
God, it's just getting worse.
No, thank you everybody for hanging out and
Yeah.
watching. We appreciate everybody who stuck it out to the end. And we will see you guys in a couple weeks for the next session. Thank you all. Good night.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.